Say
I
what?
don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
We don't feel that we're properly motivated. Do you know what would motivate us?
A cattle prod?
Well, yes, that of course, but...
Such a catchy little tune, isn't it? Yeah, love it.
I think you heard me yesterday when I said it's contractually obligated that I have that in everything I'm on.
Well, I mean, I've been playing it pretty much on every show because, look,
Pretty awesome.
I would be the happiest person on earth if Slaughterville was the thing that put the madness over, and if the madness was the thing that put Slaughterville over. I'd be freaking ecstatic, bro, if the collaborations of what we're doing go viral, right?
Yep.
You know, I mean, that is why we all do this, is everybody's trying to go viral, get seen by 1 million people, do the, you know, I mean, it's why we're working. It's why we're working. So one of the things we like to do is have fun.
Oh, yeah.
And fun, of course, involves gaming, games, do, you know, cool stuff that we do in the network. Little plug for tomorrow at 11 a.m. We will be starting the Slaughterville RPG Part 3, our third adventure back to Slaughterville. Karen and Dante have some friends joining them this time. It should be quite interesting. Now, Karen may not be aware that we are going back to Slaughterville, but since Karen has no problem knocking Dante out and trying to bury him live,
there was that.
She gonna get roofied and thrown in the back of the van and driven to Slaughterville, yo. I'm just saying. It's like, Karen, get ready. We are going back to Slaughterville. Well, I mean, you and Dante are. I'm just gonna be talking about it a lot. Yeah. It'll be fun. I can't wait, man. I love the Slaughterville RPG. It's fun to play. I like being my alter ego, so you know, I like being the guy I would be if it was socially acceptable. You know, I'd be Tommy Chong if I was allowed to. Hey, man. But I'm not allowed. I have to be, you know, somewhat I have to have some integrity, a little morality, a little intelligence, all the stuff that I hide from people most of the time. You know, they don't know who you are. You're always 2 steps ahead of them, people. Always. Never judge. You don't know. They could be laughing at you. What's up, Chris? What's happening? Chris Brown, the creator of Slaughterville and Escargot, launching tomorrow morning. And
8:30 we'll be on with that sucker.
I know, man. This guy's busy, yo. Gods of Metal. Y'all remember Gods of Metal? We have stuff going on with that. There's a VLC pack coming out for the Slaughterville game. I'm going to let Chris kind of explain what V, as in Valentine, what VLC stands for.
Sure, yeah. Like you said, we have Gods of Metal, we have Gone Hunting, we have the upcoming Escargot, but VLC is, a while back I made a version of Slaughterville called the Director's Cut, and that was the complete Slaughterville 1, the original game from 2015 or 12 or something around there it was. Completely redone and updated to the new rules that I made in Slaughterville 2, because I made Slaughterville 2 to be faster, deadlier, more interactive, because that was one of my personal issues with Slaughterville 1, was that it felt a little slow. So now everything is updated to be all this faster, deadlier model, but unfortunately the Director's Cut sold out so quickly that I couldn't get any more in. And people are asking for it, but I would need upwards of $30,000 to get it in, because it's a gigantic 20-pound box.
Yeah, it is. I think I have the only one, don't I?
Yeah. Yep. You have one. I think I sent one to Lori.
Okay.
I know Andrew has one, but it became extremely difficult to get in, especially in this economy. So what I decided to do was I decided to release what I called VLC packs. Instead of DLC, like in video games, it's villains, locations, and characters. So you're going to get one villain, one location, and a set of characters that are going to be able to be dropped in and played with any current Slaughterville game.
Card packs, people. Card packs.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of card packs. We'll have unlocks. We'll have stretch. We'll have all kinds of good fun stuff. And that should be next month. As soon as Escargot ends, we're going to go right into VLC. Then after VLC, I might take a week and then go right into the Slaughterville Book 2, the Slasher.
which I'm
And then-
proofreading right now, and I like to start. I'm 25 pages in, and I'm enjoying. I'm actually going slow enough so I can proof and read it at the same time. I'm not scanning for errors. I'm actually reading it, and I'll read a page and then I'll go back. Did anything look out of place? Did anything look, you know what I mean? But I'm actually gonna read it because I got grabbed by it right away. So because it does pick up right where the last one left off.
Absolutely.
Okay? Like exactly at the moment the last one left off. So you're like, you know, if a sequel's ever done right, that's how it should be done. Okay.
And Carrie said I have to make at least 50 of these books. So,
Okay.
I mean, I gotta. That means I gotta do it. You know, I can't.
They're
stop.
I mean, it's a really nice looking book too. I showed it off earlier, right? And he also the SCAR Go launching tomorrow. We did that. We played that game twice now. We played it on the gaming demos, and we played it on the Geekmen yesterday with the kids, and the kids loved the game, guys. So parents, okay, nice, cheap board game, fun, easy to play, really simple directions. Your kids aren't going to be arguing about, no, you can't do that, because it's all very easy to play. Man, we had a really good time. The kids liked it. I know Dustin already is locked into having to buy one because he let his kids play it online. See?
I almost feel bad about that because they will not let him get away with not getting a copy.
Oh no. Oh no, he will be buying that game for sure. And it's a good game, so he should. If you got kids, you know, they like board games, this is a good one. So you know.
I told Carrie the next one is the Cannibal Rednecks, and if you remember I gotta write that the spit scene, and then after that is going to be the ancient burial ground, and then we're going to have Dracula. We're going to do zombies. We got all kinds of stuff, and then in the fall this year we're going to be doing Slaughterville RPG Book 2. So that's going to come out. I got so much going this year that it's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be busy, but it's going to be an awesome busy.
Nice.
So today I got in the mail one of those, not one of the games that I listed on that list, of course, you know, the ones that never show up. But I got one that honestly I forgot about for a little bit. It's The Adventures of Conan. And I know I don't remember names very well. Okay. So this should mean something when I tell you I grew up with Conan, and I remember Ernie Chan, John Buscema, Roy Thomas, and of course our buddy Chuck Dixon. That's what I learned to read with was Conan, Spider-Man, Punisher, that kind of thing. But I've always had would affinity be the right word? Where I feel like you're drawn to the character. And that's how Conan is for me. I feel like this is the character that I felt the most in tune with. So, and when they came out when Gale Force 9, that's the one who made this game, by the way, came out with The Adventures of Conan, I knew I had to get it. I didn't open it yet. That's what we're going to do here. Then later on, we'll do a review, play, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll do a demo. Well, look, this one we're going to do beginning to end. We're doing an unboxing, then we're going to do a demo, and then Chris will do a review. You see how that works? It's 3 shows out of 1 box. That's how we do this.
That's right. Well, it's actually 2 boxes, but we'll get to that in a bit. Yeah.
All right.
What was I going to say? Oh, I'll wait till I show it. I'll just put it. I'm going to put it down to the table. I got to ditch the background. Oh no, you saw my background.
What?
There we go. And I'll put it up to 1080. Boom. All right. So yeah, it actually uses the Dark Horse Comics art for this. So I guess this was done before they went to Titan. If you're wondering, and initially, this game was 2 to I think 4 players. But enough of us solo people, like myself, went after them, and not in a mean way, but like said, hey, we'd really like Solo. They included Solo in the box too. So that's good for people like me. So if you're thinking about it.
Cool.
But I don't usually do unboxings, but here we go. And this is the base game. This is the Queen of the Black Coast. So you got Bully. And then it's also the Nemedian Chronicles. So it's 2 expansions in one. It was supposed to be 2 boxes. They put it in one. That kind of thing doesn't bother me at all, ever. If you want to save yourself money by doing single boxes, please, dear God, do it. I'll take the cheaper game over, more boxes any day. So I know sometimes YouTube hates when you pull a knife out, but I need it to open the plastic. So yeah, and this came in, I think about 1 o'clock today. It came into New Jersey, shipped from there. So I think I'm one of the first people to actually have this thing. So that's pretty cool, I mean, again, I've been waiting for this for over a year, and that's just the way sometimes Kickstarters are. They take a long time. I try to make that wait a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been a big fan of the Conan stuff, and I like the Dark Horse art. Naturally, you have the rule book, 2 languages. Okay, I don't know what the top one is. I think it's French, but I don't speak French because I'm, not French or Canadian. So this is your rule book, of course. This shows all your components, important notes, etc., etc. Again, more rules. But I believe this one, what the heck would this one be then? It looks like the rule book, right?
Yeah.
If this is the rule book, one of God's good glories. I will say they do have a turn sequence thing that I always like on the back of books. But this looks like a rule book as well, right? Am I crazy?
Well, I mean, it might be more specific to the other rule book. Might say, look at page 25 of the appended rule book, where it explains more in detail what each little freaking move is.
So like this, solo mode. That's what the hell that says. I'm upside down.
Yeah.
Solo mode. Why the heck do you not put a space in there, Gale Force 9? Us upside down readers when we're unboxing.
They're creating a new word, bro.
I know, solo mode. This is for the expansion stuff.
Okay.
And so on. Yeah. So I like that. This one will show you what? Okay. This is your allies. This will show you what the foes, the bad guys do, and another bad guy. And of course, we got all the nice. I mean, can't argue with the art. Like I said, it comes right from the comics. Some handy dandy tokens.
If you have any questions about this stuff while he's pulling it out, it's okay to ask. I see there's some people watching, so
yeah, please do. And what it is this is a narrative adventure style game where I have the board game Age of Conan, where you're not playing Conan, you're playing the different municipalities, the different cities and countries, and you're trying to take control of things. Where Conan in that game is like a force of nature. Here you can actually play as Conan himself. And here are the different gods you can worship. And there's other ones on here. And there's the money. There's different lands that you can go to. I don't know what this one is, but it looks like a damn cool token.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We pull them out. But yeah, these are your basic token sheets. Like I said, once we learn how to play, we'll bring it back on here and we'll go through a full playthrough of how to do it. I wanted to get to this map so bad. There's another. Oh, this is a print of the box art, which, hey, prints are always good. And even the board itself. Let me show you this sucker. Bada boom. Now, how about that? And everything in the Hyborian Age is broken down into the different kingdoms that you're going to be able to travel to. They have their own abilities, names, and so on. And here's the scoring track. But you're going to be able to travel to each of these, have different adventures based on the cards, which we'll get to in a second. And yeah, and that's the kind of game I've been looking for with Conan. And I liked the resource management stuff of Age of Conan. That was kind of cool. But this is Adventures in the Age of Undreamed Of. And I can't wait to get into it.
Does it give any
There's only
indication how long an average game runs?
Yes, that is on, 2 hours.
Okay. I just want to make sure we have plenty of airtime when we go to demo this thing.
It even has the Dark Horse logo here on the back. So, yeah. And it's a decent enough insert, but brutal honesty, I usually throw inserts away. I might keep this one for a while just to see how because if everything from the expansion doesn't fit in here, I'm going to throw it away. But Jesus, look at the number of dice. I can't even begin to tell you what all of these dice do, but there is a lot of them. Take all this stuff out. Do not eat the little packets. They are not good for you. Oh, you got the little dice. You got the 8-sided dice here with the little symbols that match. If you notice, these die colors match the colors of the lands that are around. So that's kind of cool. Again, I'll throw these away probably and just use a box or like a fishing tackle thing I use. I got little wooden tokens.
Oh, damn it.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just making stupid mistakes over here.
Never. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
So these are the adventure cards. And I'll show you some other ones, but there. For instance, when you're going on the adventures, it's going to depend on where you are. Like this one here is the Cimmerian and Argos. And Advance 1 for pirates. I don't even know what any of this means, but there's a giant stack of these different adventures that you're going to be able to go on. Rathunia, so it tells you even where it's got to be. There's another one for Argos, Tehran, Nordheim. I'm doing pretty good for reading upside down there, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, it's an acquired talent, you know.
It indeed is. And again, like I said, the insert is okay. Look, I'll be honest. I've had some inserts where you touch them and they crack, and they are just terrible. But this one is not doing that for sure. This one is definitely not doing it. Now, what is this pack right here? Ooh, events. Events. So not only are you going to get to go on adventures, there's different events that are going to happen that will influence the different lands you're in, it looks like. And I know they told me what the different lands mean, but again, I didn't do a deep dive into it yet because I don't know how to play. But as soon as I learn, I promise you we'll bring this sucker back on and we'll check it out. 'Cause especially if it's solo or if it's easy to do with multiplayer like we usually do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's easy to do multiplayer, we are definitely doing this one. Because this just looks fun as all get out. I almost said a bad word. Now, not only do you have, okay, that's cool. Not only do you have adventures and events, but you also have these things, which are called plots. Plot cards. Very nice, pretty. And they appear to be, groupings of them. Like this is all test of nerve.
I got a cure for nerve, bro.
Test of nerve, test of determination, test of fortitude, etc., as we're going along. And it seems like these are those. Do you remember Mansions of Madness?
Yeah, we played it.
Yes, we did. That's why I asked. And there are those mythos events, those things that were attached to the great old one that we had to overcome in order to beat it. It seems like these are similar to that. Again, with just taking a quick look at these. And yes, I know I'm crazy for backing a game that I don't know how it plays, but that just shows how much I like Conan, you know. Let's get. It is weird because some of the cards were wrapped in that cellophane with like the cigarette wrapper where you undo it that way, and some were done with a flap. I don't know why the choice was like that, but these are your encounters. And let's see. Poison of Set, the Dragon of Solvanthia. I like that one. That one looks pretty. Ooh, Shumagorath. I am surprised they got that one in. The Fishmen, the Great Golden. That used to be my stripper name. The Great Golden Worm. No, it wasn't. But there are a giant stack of these as well, like mummies, raptors, skeletons. And again, this is just the base box. This is just the base box. Now, next you have characters and the foes, I believe they were called. Yes, the foes. And the one that everybody likes to look for is the Great Tathamon. And these are ones that you will either be or that you will be going up against. And they have, I got a giant stack of these things. Jesus, look at the size of this stack of these things.
Jesus.
There's just a ton of these things. Now, I noticed there's 2 of the Tathamons, which is going to be cool, but there was the one Conan here. And they look the same both sides. Nope, there's different abilities. Use any fate token as a 2 swords, then flip the card. Okay, so that's cool. But yeah, there's plenty here to do. And this next one seems to be reference cards, main actions. I'm just pretty psyched to get into this dang thing. Yeah, these are your main actions. What in the world? That is so neat. I wonder if this is for like an AI thing. I can't wait to learn what the heck these are. So cities and thieves actions, confrontations, conquer and survive, Crom's devils, curse of Set. That's just a couple of them out of this giant stack again of main actions.
Man, they put that box together pretty well.
They really did. I got to give them credit for it. They really did a good job on the box. Yeah, and that's what I thought. I've already, and I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody else, I've thrown away inserts, and if I didn't do that, I wouldn't notice that something was hidden under it, because I've seen a few games where they hide a secret piece or a secret part of the game under the insert for you to discover later.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, if I'd have never opened up that insert, I'd have never found it. So I'm going to have to lift that up.
That's a really nice insert, too. You wouldn't even think to look under it because everything has a spot.
Exactly. Now, this little stack here, and I say little in relative terms, right, there's still quite a bit here, are the stretch goal cards. So it got a few extra adventures, which I'll have to put in pretty later. That's just me, though. And you got another stack of that plot. So you got another one of those. And what are these? Oh, encounters, yes. Fetid Vines. Arabin. I like the art of that Arabin Demons one. Trying to get it out of the glare. City Watch, Hell Swarm, and Worms of the Earth. So yeah, it was a nice little stretch goal thing. It's not. This is the way I like stretch goals to be. Is they added something, but they weren't vital to the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way. I think that's the way all stretch goals should be. If you don't have them, I mean, yeah, that's a bummer, but it's not the. Because I've had games where I've gotten them, and then the stretch goal was something that was almost vital to make it playable. But in this case, it's not. In this case, it's not. So I am going to set all of these back in here, and I'm going to bring out the Queen of the Black Coast, and we'll take a quick look there. And then later I get the pleasure of organizing all of it, which is actually something I enjoy doing. So I know I'm weird, but I know, I'm weird.
Hey,
I like it. I can't help
you
it.
can bring me a whole comic collection and I'll organize it and bag it and board it for you and everything. But you think I will organize my own?
Yes,
I
do not
mean,
eat the
it's
silica
sort
gel
of
packs.
organized because it began as a collection that came here all at once. But then I started adding all my shit here and there, and it's like,
Yeah.
it ain't organized anymore. I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing when I move the whole thing.
Yeah. And you did get your favorite book the other day in the mail.
Dude, and I am
Well, no.
proofreading it, yes.
Well, I meant that the one that was on top of that comic stack.
Oh man, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I purposely I had bought a book and it took so long to get here that by the time it got here I had lost interest. So I had added it to a Madness auction. And a friend of ours got it and I never looked at it, never opened it, nothing. So Chris had audacity to send me
Smart
one
ass.
anyway.
Yeah, I am a bit of a smart ass that way.
Yeah, just a little bit. Look, there had to be like $30 worth of fucking weight shipping all that shit.
You don't worry about that.
Didn't
You
it?
don't worry about it. Don't
I'm
worry about
just
it.
saying. I'm just saying. It's like,
I was glad to do it.
when you ship me 5-6 packages a year, you might as well just put it in the gas tank and drive up on over.
You're not even kidding.
I'm just saying.
It took me, what, 12 hours to drive there?
Well, no, I mean, I'm talking about gas is down around $2 again.
Is it?
It's dropping like we all knew it would, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point where the shipping companies are going to have to lower their prices, or we're all going to know that they're fucking fleecing us.
Uh-huh. And that's
like
what I
we
said.
like we already don't know that. But when the price of gas goes down by half, they're going to have to acknowledge that in their pricing.
Yep.
Ain't gonna be able to blame it on you. Oh, fuel prices are through the roof. We gotta up the fucking price on you guys. Okay, but what about when the fuel prices are not through the roof? What about when they're tagging the basement? Then what?
Right.
Did the prices come down?
They usually don't do that.
That's right. That's right. So.
Yeah. I'll tell you about that in a second. No, you know what? I'll tell you about it now while we're doing this, because it's relevant to things like this. I had a board game company say to me about the tariffs coming from China and all that, and that they might have to increase the cost of the game. Like they were going to charge us extra. I said, fella, this game was supposed to come out 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You had your chance to deliver it. I am not paying that extra. Now, if it were to come out later this year and this was an unexpected, then I'd work with you. But this is already 3 years late.
Yeah.
That's not on me.
Yeah. And considering that Chris has been the victim of one of those shipping snafus when England upped the price of everything ridiculously after Chris had already started his campaign with a set shipping price, and he got screwed. And guess what? He fulfilled.
Exactly.
And he took that hit hard, and he still got the stuff in his people's hands. You don't get to you don't get to claim excuse, man. You don't get to claim like that kind of excuse. You adapt and overcome. You don't. You guys gotta help. No. 3 years ago, man. 3 years ago, this book should have been out, or that game. Yeah, that game.
Oh, there's some books too that are doing the same, but we'll get into that later. We'll make a whole one about that.
It costs so much more to print it now. Well, you should have printed it when you got the money, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Ooh. Nope. I had to make that house payment on that new house. That down payment on that new house.
And the warehouse. Buying a warehouse. Yep. But hey, Eric bought a warehouse, and he still shipped me my book in 2 days. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Eric fulfilled. I got to give the dude credit, you know.
Okay, but I still ain't gonna pimp him. I ain't gonna pimp Ripasend over Critical Blast.
No, me either. But you know, that's not what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying?
I know.
Okay, thank you. So RJ doesn't come up and yell at me again.
No, RJ thinks it's funny that dude acted like he didn't exist.
Yeah.
Because dude come out like, this is something that the industry really needs. And RJ's like, motherfucker, I've been over here doing this for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's like, how about you pimp somebody who's actually doing it instead of acting like nobody is? That's all.
Exactly.
You know, that was my beef with Eric. He was acting like RJ didn't exist. And RJ been doing this for people. Like Wesley fucking Snipes, for Christ's sake. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I remember that one. I didn't get that book yet. Not that I ordered it. I just mean I didn't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
I got to see if I can't get a copy because I like Wesley Snipes.
Mm.
As far as Blade and everything.
I didn't even hear a review on that book.
No, that was the crazy thing. I didn't hear anything. Literally, I forgot about it until you just said something. I remember them doing it now, but I didn't. Yeah. Now, one thing I did notice on this is the expansion, right? The Beli and, or is it Beli? I don't know. I always said Beit, Beli, and then the Median Chronicles.
Okay.
I do notice you get Crom in here, and I'm like, I think Crom should have been in the base game.
Well, of course.
That's what I would have thought too. But yeah, apparently you get it in here. Anybody here remember Red Sonja?
Yeah.
Okay. She always prayed to Derkito, and that one comes in this one. So I thought that was kind of cool too. I believe it was her that did that.
You know, Crom, he don't care anyway.
Yeah, that's what it is. This isn't the god Crom on the mountain. This is Crom.
Yeah, I mean, Crom don't care. I mean, you know, he says it right in the very first, you know, Crom doesn't care about your 4 winds, bro. He's like,
yep.
You can pray to whatever wind you want. Crom don't care. Crom don't care. He don't. He's like, all he wants to hear is the lamentation of your enemy's women. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
So here's the next box. Fairly simple again. A few baggies, which some of my other friends would like the baggies, but that's a different thing.
No, those are good because, like, when they send cards that don't have protectors, sometimes those.
Yep. Which again,
once they come out of that plastic, they need baggies to go in as a group, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you keep them all separated. So
that's why I put the Slaughterville ones in that pack.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody needs to know where we can go to do that, obviously I know where. Just reach out. I'll get you hooked up. This is a new set of cards, and that's again quite a big stack of them, relatively speaking. Bizarre cards. Not bizarre like in strange, but bizarre as in
store.
Yeah, like a market.
Stuff you can buy. Yeah.
Yeah. That is so strange.
No, that's cool. That's something that's missing in a lot of games. That's one of the things I loved about Gone Hunting is that you could go to the store and buy new stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't in the base, but hey, I'm glad to have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got another stack of events. I love more events and everything. Doom, prosperity, cult activity, lawlessness, intrigue, all kinds of good fun stuff. This sounds like a good time.
Lawlessness, we like that.
I know, right?
Why aren't you just putting them right into a baggie of their own?
I'll get it. Like I said, I need to organize it myself later for my brain.
It would just help to put them all right into a baggie.
Yeah. So this set of cards here, and I'm sure it explains exactly what they are in the rule book, but I'm not looking at it yet. We're just taking this apart. Has different monikers almost for the people. Like this one's Conan the Adventurer. Then there's the Black Colossus, Conan of Samaria, Conan the Defiant. And whatever it is, they have one side and then another. So it almost seems like it's a Yeah, a character with this token scores 2 extra victory points. And this tells you how to get it. Place gold and a Temple of Set challenge next to each plot card. So yeah, it seems like it's something that's going to modify how the game is won, or give you a direction for your character. So I think that's pretty dang cool.
Mhm.
And I know that probably bugs you that I'm just stacking them all on top of each other, but we'll work
You're the
together.
one that has to separate them all again, not me.
Hey, that's my crack. That's my drug of choice. Oh, good. Another nice giant stack of encounters, like demons. Again, I can't tell you what those symbols mean yet, but we will, when we play. An infernal dragon. I mean, that's not pretty awesome. If you can't see because of glare, please let me know, and I'll adjust. Assassins, hellspawn, sea trolls. Jeez. Giant toads. But it all comes from the... Oh, did anybody read the Dark Horse Conan stuff? Just in case anybody out there did, you'll recognize the Bone Woman, who I think was Janissa's captor/trainer. Thog, Takamon, cannibals. Hey, I should get them for my game. Let's give you another one quick. Oh, the classic. Even had him in the movie. Thak the Ape. That's more plots, a ton more plots too. Again, once I figure out what the heck these are for, but there's another giant stack of plot cards. Test of Persistence, Test of Stealth, Test of Metal, and Test of Resolve. Each test is 5 cards. So it's probably a thing you're going to have to work through. Tear that apart. You're welcome. More adventure cards. Let's see. Some of the ones that would be familiar, of course, you have to know the Queen of the Black Coast. Let's see. The Moon of Zimbabwe. I don't know if anybody's going to remember that one. Red Nails. Of course, everybody remembers that. The Song of Bali. And the Moon Eaters of Darfar. Yeah, a whole big stack of extras to add with it, and some new main actions. Look, I'm going to do rip the bag, throw the bag away. A bunch more main actions that you're going to be able to do. The Savage Sword, yeah, that should have been in the first one. The Black Coast, the Voyage of Amra the Lion, which again, as we know, was Conan's nickname when he was a pirate. And last but not least, just a metric ton of new characters. Conan the Slayer. Turn these around so you can see them right. Amalric the Lion. Natok. Let's just get the Conan ones. And Conan the Avenger. And there's Bali. Two different versions.
That's the puppy making all that noise.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. How big is that thing already?
This is the voice of There's Something Outside.
Got it.
Rocky talks to us. The puppy talks to everything outside. Deers, birds. If he sees it, we know it's out there. He's a golden retriever. What do you expect? He sees something, he lets us know. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, they got to run after it.
Look, there's my kayak.
Yeah. So this one came with an extension to the board. So I noticed that the bottom of the world on that one wasn't quite finished, and I was wondering why. Well, now I know why. In the expansion, they give you a few extra lands, and I don't know what those are yet. Wounds and Set Aside. I'll figure it out. So yeah, that is honestly what we have for this. There's a lot that I'm going to get the pleasure of putting away and punching out, and all in all, a good time will be had by somebody.
You love doing it. You know it.
I know.
You do.
I don't know if I can recommend this game yet because I haven't played it, but I thought you'd like to take a look and see what's inside of it at least.
But the link is right there
if
you want to go check it out.
Yeah.
Look, guys, until we play it, we can't tell you what we think of it. Based on the packaging, based on the way it looks on the inside, the way they put it together looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't argue with it.
So
there were miniatures that came with this instead of the tokens and standees, but I already have so many Conan minis. I didn't see the expense as a point for me to get them.
Right.
They did have, if you signed up early, which I did, that they're going to send you a King Conan in his throne miniature, but it's like a pretty decent size one. Unfortunately, the minis were back ordered by like 2 weeks, so I'll get that in a couple weeks. So when we're ready to show this game out, then I'll bring that out.
Cool.
But yep, all in all, there it is.
All right, thanks, bud. Look, guys, down the road, we're gonna be, like I say, in this time slot for the next foreseeable future. We will be playing the Slaughterville RPG, but on those weeks, if something happens and we can't get together for that, we will have something like this to do. We won't leave you hanging. There's always going to be something in the Thursday morning time slot.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to this. Tomorrow, early.
Escargot. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Look, man, I always get excited for launch parties. It's. I'm not excited about what time I have to get up. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. If I would have been able to control the time, I would have.
And Backer Kit, I'm just telling you, it's not a good time for launch. People in California ain't even freaking awake yet, and you're hurting the chances of a big launch by launching so early in the morning. So, Backer Kit, if you're watching, either allow the creators to pick their own time because everybody's in a different time zone, or try to level that out somewhere in mid-afternoon so that the people in Australia are awake, the people in Britain are still awake, and the people in America are still awake. People in Japan are still awake. You see what I'm saying? There's one area, like 4 to 6, where you catch everybody. That's when you should be launching campaigns.
I think the last auto campaign that they did was the novel one. And I think they launched that one at 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock. And I thought that was a better time than, 9 a.m.
I don't know if they're trying not to step on their own feet or what, but it's not them that they're trying to serve. It's your fans. You see what I'm saying? So you should have control of that. Backer Kid, like I said, man, I don't give a shit. Launch 10 of them at 4 o'clock. Who cares? People are going to buy the stuff they want. Well, that's just it. Every one of those campaigns is launching at 9. So it's not like that was my time slot. That is everybody going at 9. So I'm like, that's just dumb. It's too early in the morning. It's just dumb. You're not going to get Australians ain't awake. New Zealand's ain't awake. Japanese ain't awake. Hawaiians ain't awake. You're cutting out half the market right away without even giving them, it's like they're not even going to see it. Because by the time they wake up, the hubbub fell off.
Yep.
The launch party shows are over.
Yep.
Come on, Backer Kid. Work with your clients. Work with them. Trust me, they as creators know better when they want to launch than you as a platform. Okay? You're not serving them well at 9 a.m.
Yeah. Nobody wants to get up at 9.
Yeah. I mean, first thing you're going to do is wake somebody up at 6 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, man, get in your wallet for me. Huh? I ain't even had my coffee yet. You know what I mean? It's like, no. So, but we'll be here. We'll be here trying to get you to get in your wallets tomorrow morning. Escargo, the fastest slow game in the world.
Yep, Hey, there's Dustin. Did you get your audio fixed, brother?
Yes, did you? Did you figure out your computer issues? Or do you want to come in and test later or something? We can do that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I can make sure you have admin if you need it. Just let me know. But other than that, we're right at the end of this show, Dustin. So thanks for popping in by.
Yeah, I gotta call Charles as soon as we're off. And then I gotta get his character made for tomorrow morning at 8:30. No, tomorrow morning at 11 for that, 8:30 for the launch. We're all good.
Yes, he enjoyed playing the game. Cool. I'm glad you and the kids like it. I know I like it. I know my grandkids will like it. So, okay, cool. Good. Got it fixed.
Nice.
All right. Tomorrow morning, bro. Remember, 11 a.m. right here. Dustin.
I'm all right. I got everything out. I got my dice. I got my pen. I got my freaking papers, the map. I got everything ready for us.
Dustin.
We are golden. I'm ready to murder people.
Yeah.
I'm going to warn you, the last time I ran this one, somebody did get their face ripped off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was pretty happy. And it came funny because the one character tripped the other one. Like, I'm getting away, and they tripped him. Like, we got to roll to do that, opposed and all. And sure enough, he managed to do it. Tripped him. The werewolf got him, ripped his face off.
Hey, if we're all running, it's the guy who's slowest that loses. Second and third place, they're all right. It's that guy in last.
Yep.
No, we're gonna have fun. So Dustin, you're playing out with us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Look,
Dante, Karen, Dustin, Levi, I think will be in.
Yeah.
If we can get Charles in, we'll get him in. I said I'll give him a buzz right after we get off. So.
All right. I will see all of you. Let's see. Later tonight, we got Silverline. There is no indie creative show tonight. My friend Mr. Backman has a meeting tonight, so there will be no indie creative show tonight, but there is Silverline. Tune in. As always, we try to bring you something fun. So there it is. I know.
Yeah, I hope everything goes well. And I didn't want to bring, I didn't know if anybody knew about it, so I didn't want to say. But yeah, and worst comes to worst, if you miss this one, I have tons more to do, baby. I got tons more to do.
It's like this is probably going to last more than one day.
Oh, yeah.
He can get in next week. He just pulled up. Look who just pulled up. We will work you in. Don't worry. You're there. And if you get there late tomorrow,
20 years, I'm used to it.
If you get there late tomorrow, just pop in.
Yeah.
If we're still going, just pop in. We'll introduce you. We'll get your character into the game. Chris is a seasoned GM. He's really good.
Yeah. And I'm not like the real serious guy. I mean, like some of them really take it serious. I'm pretty mellow. You'll make it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you can't make it? Oh, you're going to get your ass knocked out and you'll be back next week. That's all.
Exactly.
He's laying over there in the corner, knocked out. Don't worry. He'll be all right.
Good.
Okay. Don't worry. We're real good at this, man.
Found a nice set of flowers to work with.
All right. 8:30. 8:30 Eastern tomorrow morning. I will see you, my friend.
Have a good one.
Peace out, everybody.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch Watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe.